Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the brother stream, man. Madden, man. You already know how we going. Flex league, man. 63 Steelers. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I quit. I got kicked out the league. I had to beg to come back in the league, man. Show my worth in this league. But I promise y'all, I won't let y'all down again. I promise. I won't let y'all down again, man. I promise y'all, man. I owe y'all wins, man. I took an unacceptable loss last time. I'm so sorry. It humbled me. That loss humbled me.
No, it didn't.
So that loss really humbled me, and I understand like that losing is a part of the game. So, man, let's go, man. New start, man. New scheme. We got new offensive scheme, same defensive scheme. But I made it look.
There's no way.
What?
There's no way you allowed to just buy TikToks. There's no way, bro. I'm really trying to listen to my TikTok. This nigga. New scheme.
I got.
Log in, fool. You in the party?
I'm on my stream. Alright, I got a new scheme for offense. Defense is like the same, but hey, but we about to work. We about to really work.
Rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
I'll talk to y'all after the stream.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
When am I going?
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 41.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Well, that's complete to Sanders. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. The throw taken in by Cole. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Jackson on first down, dancing to his left. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. Keelan Cole, the intended target.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And his throw is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Steelers' 33-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. On the draw, this is Lewis. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lock now on first down. Open man here, Sims, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
You better get away from me, son. I'm too strong. Too big for you.
At the 28-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They look to throw. It's Locke. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll roll him out right. And this is incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like, and now off to the races, down the right side, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Lamar Jackson, 70 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Now he's going to go deep down the left side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Josh Malone. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After the interception, here's Jackson under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense?
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And taken at the 46. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. His throw over the middle, taken in by Cole. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
61, match box defense.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I know a coach told me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw it is Locke. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Hey, Foxtrot, 5.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Logan Cook now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll stay with Lewis here on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Trying the right side with Howard. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. On 4th down, it's Howard. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Jordan Howard in the final seconds of the 1st half, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They run again with Logan. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Throwing now is Locke. And this is incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, and the pressure gets to him again. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Jackson from the shotgun. On the move to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Logan. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
they tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. That one complete. He finds Shark. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Locke going to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Mike, 57.
To throw is Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A throw over the middle taken in. And a loose football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, it's Logan, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh, it's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Now Locke. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Locke. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's going to air one out. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, L.A. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Miles Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Block now to throw. This one caught by Crowder. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The drive starts with a completion left side. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. A big spot now for the rookie Lock. Now they'll run with Lewis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Lock going to try and throw on 3rd down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They look to throw. It's Locke. On the catch, it's Crowder. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on second down. Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts him back within one score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that third one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, it's Sanders. Given 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Another run with Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. 1st and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Jackson to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Pittsburgh, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Game on, so it's time to go when the race starts. Selection, no. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold.